Hello, hello, hello. Day number 2. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws, and this is day number 2 of our 20 hands in 20 days class. So I just want to welcome everyone back, and if you're going to watch the recording a little bit later, welcome to you too. This is we started yesterday, and so we're going to continue for 20 different days here, and I'm going to keep throwing at you a new hand every day. We started last week, so let's not delay and just get right into it. I do want to show you 2 new things that I didn't go over yesterday, and these I think will help you out just a little bit. So the first thing I want to discuss is the idea of an active side and an inactive side of the arm. So I know we're talking about hands today, but I do want to show you this concept here, and I'm going to turn my arm this way. So let's say I have my hand like this, my arm, and if I go down like this top area would be called the inactive side, meaning it's a nice fluid line. You see that? Where down here, this would be the inactive. You see that? It creates that's not a very good word, but whenever you're drawing hands, you want to look for those 2 sides. Very rarely you're going to see it even. You're not going to see it really like this. It's going to be like this, or it's going to be like this. No matter what this would be the inactive side. You see that? So you always want to look for the hand when it's going to come across like a straight line coming here, and then you get some type of angle. All right, so you always want to be aware of that. All right, so that's active and inactive. So we'll draw a quick little picture for you there. So if you have an arm coming here, that's going to be, you see that? Oh, it would be helpful if I started broadcasting my window, right? Let's bring that up here. All right, let's see how that does there. Okay. Let's erase this. Clear that. Boy, this is just like really slowing down. I don't know. Let's see if this will come up here. There it goes. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's hopefully that will be good, and I'm giving a mark. Excellent. Okay. So let's get back to active and inactive. So a lot of times you're going to get a hand like this. All right. So this is going to be the inactive side. It's where it's smooth going across. Okay. And then your active side is going to be where you get some type of angle. All right. And that also happens. Sometimes it's going to be like that. You see that? So if I look at this arm in front of me here, look, this. Oh, let me get that. Let me hang that up. Okay, so this is going to be the inactive side. You see how that just comes right in from the arm there, and then this over here is going to be the active side. Okay, that's where you're going to get some type of right angle. So you want to kind of be aware of that. Those do different sides. All right. So just right angle is like an active side, and then where it's usually smooth, the hand goes right into the arm. That's going to be your inactive side. So that's one thing you want to be aware of. All right. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to show you is this idea. Let's just draw 3. Let's say these represent your fingers, okay? Do you remember, if you've taken any of my other classes, we talk about this concept where if we take 3 smiley faces and we take the smiley faces, and if we put one to the far right of a circle, it makes it look like that person's looking to the left. If I take a circle and put it down here or down below, now it looks like the person's looking up. And of course, if this one is over here to the left-hand side, it makes that person turning in that direction. So this is all about face placement on a sphere. Well, the fingers are no difference, but we're talking about the fingernails here. So watch this. If I put the fingernail over here, if I put the fingernail, and why won't that? There you go. Come on. Sorry about that. Hold on here. Let's see what is going on. Why is this giving us problems? It has never given me... Oh, I think I know why. No, that's okay too. All right, let's just keep going here. Hopefully it will take care of itself. If I add, I'm right here now. If I add the fingernail like that, it's going to make the finger as if it was turning. I'm seeing the side of it. If I put the fingernail right down the center, now I'm looking at the top. And if I put the fingernail off to the side over here, now it looks like I am turning the finger ever so slightly. So remember, active versus inactive. And remember, where you place the fingernails will give the perception of if you're going to see the side of the finger, the top, or the other side. All right? All right, great. Let's all get rid of all that now. Let's bring up a new document. All right, so let's go ahead and go through our process. What we're going to do is go through our steps, same steps we did yesterday, and we're going to first draw a cartoon hand, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is go through gesture, okay? And if you remember from gesture, we think of arm, palm, fingers, and thumb. So let's do this. So here's my arm, okay? Coming down like this, all right? Next thing we're going to do is look for the palm. Palm is coming up like this, all right? Then we're going to get into our fingers. All right. And the last thing is our thumb. Our thumb's going to be behind here. So there's a quick gesture. Arm, palm, fingers, thumb. Okay, let's get into now our cartoon version. So the next step is we're going to draw the palm. All right, so let's come up here like this. Like this. All right. Easy. That's our palm. Now let's kind of map out where our tips of our fingers are going to be. So we'll do like this. All right. Let's look at the relationship between, and let me bring up another document here so you can see what I'm looking at. This is important. When you start looking for tips, you're trying to determine the relationship between each one, okay? And I'll keep mapping this out this week, and then next week we won't do that as much, so you can start to just visualize where the relationships are in your head, okay? The tips. All right. Next is knuckles. The knuckles are this back part of your hands there, right? Right. So we're going to come down. And this is a curve. So let's kind of put a couple in. All right. Knuckles. Joints. Joints are these little sections right there and right there. Okay. So let's just put these guys in here like this. This is going to circle around. Follow that circle right there. Woo! What is going on there? That's no good. How do I delete that? Hold on. No good. Okay. Hold on, we just got bombed a little bit. I've never had that happen before. I don't know if you could see that, the message that just showed up here. Remove. Hold on, sorry. All right, we're gonna keep going now. All right, so we got our, let's move on to our fingers here. Oh boy, bunch of losers. Okay, here we go. Let's get our fingers. All right, so we're gonna come in here. There's one finger there for you. I'm so sorry, this chat, somebody has done something awful here. Okay. I don't know how to eliminate that. All right, sorry. Oh boy. You're like, come on, keep trying, Kurt. Or you're like, we'll catch up. All right, so here we go. All right, so we got our fingers in place, right? And this one curves around a little bit. All right, so there is our cartoon hand, all right? Now let's get our fingernails in. Let's put our fingernails in place here. Let's see. We're going to come around like that. All right, so we're going to go to the top there. We're going to shift this one around a little bit. Shift this one as well. And shift this one as well. Okay, so this is going to get our fingers to turn for us, all right? It is not, we've got all these awful messages right here and I can't get rid of them. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, all right, here we go. Keep going. All right, so that is our cartoon hand. Let's go ahead and move that. Okay, we're gonna move that up here. Just a, oops. All right, so let's move that over here. And I'm going to move our hand image over here, okay? Okay. Let's go ahead now and draw a real version of this hand. Okay, same process here. Let's gesture this thing out. So we're going to start off with our arm. Tapers down like this, okay? We're going to go to our palm. All right, it's going to come up just a little bit, just like that. We're going to go to our fingers. We're going to just gesture those. And then you're going to go for your thumb, and your thumb is behind all of us. We can't see it. And now we can go into, that's our gesture drawing. So now we're going to work on our palms. Let's work on our palm here. And as I look at our picture, our palm is coming around like this. And it's going to have like this shape here. Look at this. Just kind of like this. It's like a... right? It's like a rectangle. So that's going to be our palm. Let's get into our tips now. Let's figure out where those are going to fall. So let's go with the longest one first. All right. Shorter one up here. All right. This one is a little bit in between, I think. And then this one's coming way back here. All right, those are our tips. Let's get our knuckles. Knuckles are going to come in here, and they're going to be rounded. Okay, they're right at this edge here. We're going to use that as a guide once we start drawing this. And then we're going to look at our joints. Now look at our joints now. Joints are curving around like this. There's one there. And this is curving around. You see that? And I may have to make my fingers just a little bit longer than what I have. So we'll work on that when we get there. And now it's time. Now that would be the construction. So I've done the gesture, and I've just got done doing the construction, and now we could get into the detail. Okay, so let's start with this middle finger. This would be this one. This one. Let's see. It's going to be this one right here. Okay. All right, middle finger first. He's the bigger. He's the larger one. I'm just going to come down here and bring him out like this. I could see his pads. Remember, top side is, there's a hard side and a soft side, okay? Let's get the pointer finger next. Let's go down this guy here. He's going to come in here. I'm kind of looking at the negative space in between the fingers here, okay? And let's get the pinky now. Look at where the tip is. And look at the pinky. It's kind of almost, you see that? How it's kind of almost coming in like that. It's circling around just a little bit. Well, looks like we're going to shut the comments off on this stuff in the future. Okay, so we have that. Let's come in here now and get a little bit of our arm coming up here. And remember, at the pinky side, remember this, you always have the ulna. So ulna is going to come out just like this. And let's get our joints in now. I'm going to add a couple wrinkles here. Joints are there. Joints are here. Joints are up there. Okay. Knuckles there. Knuckles there. Oops. Knuckle is there. And now let's look into getting these fingernails in place. Look very carefully at the placement of them, okay? And you have to look closely to where the skin is kind of overlapping them. You see that? All right. Thumb is going to be behind that guy there. Okay, let's add just a slight tone. All right, let's go ahead and get a little more detail here. I'm going to come in here for the webbing. I'm going to add a little tone to my thumb that's peeking out back there. Getting these joints up here. Look at that slight overlap, right there. Slight overlap right there. A little bit of tone on the side. Oops, that's too much. Remember our core shadow. And I'm just doing some overlap here. One tone, nice and even across. Okay, I think that's going to do it. So there is our secondary hand. That brings us right up to the half-an-hour mark. So I would, yeah, practice that. You got it. So, like I said before, practice the cartoon hand multiple times until you kind of get that down. And then once you feel that, then jump over to the more realistic looking hand. Okay? So if you look from yesterday, let me show you the two different hands. This is the hand from yesterday, and it was like this, and now we've just reversed it. Okay? So we've made one like this, and then we reversed it. All right. So those are two different ways that you can. That's day number 2. So congratulations. Okay, with that, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow for day number 3. Okay, my name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.